How about Gene Simmons?
Ay.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard this one. This also is under the umbrella of sexual misconduct, allegations of. So, as we know, Gene Simmons of Kiss, the band, rock band, is being accused.
Right.
And so this woman, and this is during a November interview, the woman listed as Jane Doe, because obviously she doesn't want to be, her identity to come out.
Right.
And I'm reading this carefully because it's what she said that's causing controversy.
Okay.
Let's see. The woman on air. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Can I
Reached
explain
over.
what
Here we
happened?
go.
Okay.
The lawsuit alleged. I just want to read it verbatim. Alleges that at the venue, Simmons, quote unquote, reached over and grabbed Doe's hand and forcefully placed it on his knee.
Okay.
She then withdrew her hand, quote unquote, feeling that this was an unwanted sexual advance. That's the unquote.
Okay.
But Gene Simmons is now going, no, this didn't happen. So,
Okay. So
what's our initial reaction when this has happened?
my initial reaction when you and Jessica brought this to our attention is that maybe if we put our screens down for a second, but not in this moment because we want you to watch the show, and we had some interpersonal connections, maybe it wouldn't be so weird to have somebody just touch your hand. It probably wasn't anything aggressive. I've had older people hold my hand for long periods of time, and it's a little awkward, but they're used to more physical contact than we are in the digital age.
But were they friends?
No, I didn't know
they
these people. Sometimes it was,
strangers?
I did an interview, and people just get overly emotional. Sometimes I get overly emotional. It happens.
I don't know. With this one, I just want to pose the question of who there are boundaries, right?
Right.
For everyone.
Right.
Your boundaries are different from my boundaries,
Yes.
are different from your boundaries, right? And I always go with the idea of your rules, your body, my rules, my body, his or her rules, her body, his body. And so in this case, yes, very easy. I'm a touchy-feely person. Like, to
Same.
me, like, I've probably touched
Right.
your shoulder 1,000 times.
Right.
If I ever felt that made you uncomfortable, I would hope you would say something to me so that I would
Right.
not
Right.
do that. Because to me, it's just, that's just,
Yeah.
That's same.
that's just we're the
Yeah.
same. We're
Yeah.
huggers. We're those sort of people. In this case, again, I have interviewed these people who were being accused, and as the list comes out, I'm going, oh my gosh, putting myself in their shoes, like, was I ever touched your To me, those boundaries were never crossed. For some women, Gene Simmons' hand on a knee, and we don't know the context of how this happened. We
Right,
don't know,
we
was this
don't.
a creepy reach, or was this like, reaching over? Not sure.
Right.
For her, it wasn't right.
Okay.
So the question, are there boundaries? What is considered, we have
Too
to really
much.
ask ourselves
Right.
this question.
Right.
What is the line of this is sexual misconduct? This is not sexual misconduct. This is just someone being touchy.
Right.
This is someone being touchy. Like what? So who makes that decision?
Right.
And
hard.
is there an answer for you? You know, can we each answer that personally? Go ahead.
So Josh Lyle says, she also says he did it again after she forced his hand away. Okay. She says he also touched her butt during a photo. Okay. This is
now-
more.
So now this is
That's more than what we knew before.
I'm trying to.
I would
get
say,
to this.
just hearing this, when I heard the term lawsuit,
Okay.
that's different because now you can't just say something. You have to prove something, and you're going to bring
Right.
someone into court or at least into a deposition or what have you. So there has to be evidence, or at least there has to be eyewitnesses of something that clearly crosses an established line.
Right, like what happened with
touching
Taylor
someone's
Swift.
bottom.
Exactly.
Like you can't do that unsolicited, especially after prior advances that were thwarted.
Exactly.
And not welcome, that's the third. If the opening one is that, you're already probably in trouble. But if it's escalating
Right.
to more where there's
More
you
intimate
can't-
touching.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. That's your private part.
Exactly.
You can't do it. So that's different.
It is. It's just unfortunate. And yes, with Taylor Swift, we had a picture. She is going to struggle to
Right.
prove this unless she has similar evidence.
Right.
And we were sifting through more of these allegations
Right.
with Gene Simmons or with this particular story because, I mean, I could sit here all day and continue to read through and that sort of thing. I mean, I'm learning these
Right.
Elle
facts
Loy
as they
says
come
she's
in.
tired of all of this. She's sick of listening to these types of stories. I think
Right.
we're sick of reporting them, but you can't. You can't be sick of it. We need to do something to stop them from happening.
And it's not fair to the victims that they finally hit their point, or there was a lull in the news of all this where that was an opportunity for them to tell their story. You can't
Exactly.
deprive them of the opportunity to have their moment to tell their story if they choose to, because it's
Exactly.
all important.
It's like, what if it happened to you?
Right, exactly.
Right.
And you're like, you know what, that's really bad, but we're kind of already done with this story already, so
Right.
we're going to move on. So we feel really bad for you, but we don't have the time to listen to this anymore. I think as difficult as it is, as we keep hearing more and more people that we like,
Yes.
I mean,
that's
this
the
is
tough
the thing.
part.
we
Kevin
like
Spacey's
these
a
people.
good actor, so it was
Exactly.
really hard to say, gosh, we're selfish in that sense, where it's like, no, but he was so good.
Exactly.
That was my favorite show, House of Cards.
But here's the thing:
Sorry, but
we
tell
like
me
these
what.
people, but we don't know these people.
We sure don't.
We don't. And these people that have all these interactions with them that they say are inappropriate or beyond, they know them too. They actually met them and something wrong happened. So you have to listen to them, because that is much more valuable than our perceived relationship, which we don't have with these celebrities.
very
We
true.
don't know them at all.
We're just here to relay what it is they're saying against what
Right.
it is he's saying, and then have a discussion about it, and then ask ourselves again, because you always say this, like in every story, we try to put ourselves in it, like, oh,
Right.
like if someone stole a
Right.
package off of my porch, what would I do? If Amazon all of a sudden said, hey, we're going to give delivery people a key to your house,
Right.
and call it Amazon Key so that porch pirates don't
Right.
come and disturb the peace, what would you do? And that is our next story.
If you
So-
didn't know Megan was good at her job, she is good at her job.
Gosh,
that
we
was a
somehow
segue.
got there.
Woo!